Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Since we've been RVing full time, we get asked two major questions.
What's your favorite place and how much does it cost?
When we first started, we wanted to know that too.
Yeah. First we should say there's no correct answer. What we're gonna do, we're gonna break it down for you. So to tell you what are your options when you're planning. And those options are going to tell you how much money you're going to spend.
So let's take a look at how much it's going to cost you to do full-time RVing. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, come along.
Welcome to Chasing Landscapes. We're Jack and Mary, and we're full-time RVers, traveling the country and exploring new places. I'm an artist, and we're always looking to capture our adventures on canvas. So come along with us as we go chasing some landscapes.
How do you want to RV?
This can be a really tricky question.
Do you want to spend your time boondocking in the middle of the desert? Or do you want to go to the Key West for the winter? Both answers are okay, but this is why there is no simple answer to the question of how much does it cost to RV.
Before you run out and buy the first thing that you see, you're going to need to stop and ask yourself some important questions like,
who's going to be traveling with you? Is it just you and a spouse?
Or maybe you're planning to take the whole family.
Because that's going to have a big impact on the type of RV you choose.
What are you going to use your RV for? Because this will also have an impact on what size of an RV you get.
There are so many varieties. Do you want to move fast? Do you want to move slow? Do you want to haul toys?
Where do you want to go? Do you want to see national parks? Or maybe hit some really cool events? How about heading to the beach for some fun in the sun? Or are the mountains calling your name? This is all up to you.
Do you want to entertain guests? I know we love to entertain people.
Or having fun with the grandkids and having them spend the night. Let's explore some different types of camping.
This spreadsheet is designed to show you options for you to consider on which way you want to RV. You may use different portions of this depending on where you want to go and what time of year, for example. That's why it's important to have a spreadsheet such as this. So when and if your plans change, you have something to refer back to help guide you along the way.
We're going to talk about RV parks versus boondocking first. The difference between an RV park and boondocking are two different things. If your rig is not equipped with solar or a generator, you won't be able to take as much advantage of the freedom that you have when you're boondocking because of your reliance on electricity. But you can alternate between boondocking and connecting to shore power. If you're relying on RV parks for your electricity, the size of your rig and the duration of your stay really makes a difference. Thankfully, there are RV parks out there that are affordable and won't break your bank.
Staying a couple days or a week is surprisingly more expensive than if you were going to stay a month. But if you pay monthly, it's going to definitely reduce the amount of money you would be paying for a single day. For example, you could pay anywhere from a few $100s a month. That could be within your budget, and that's going to give you a lot of savings.
Keep in mind that if you stay a day or a week at a lot of these RV parks, you're generally not paying for your electricity, but if you stay longer term, like a month or more, then your electricity can be metered. Another thing to keep in mind that if you want to stay at your favorite campground on a holiday or for a special event or in a place like Las Vegas, you're going to pay more and you're going to need advance reservations for that.
Now, you might not get a glamorous space in an RV park.
But again, if you're willing to compromise, it's going to cost you a lot less in the long run.
Consider it a home base or launching pad
where you can explore the surrounding area. We did this in Quartzsite, Arizona and Cody, Wyoming. Let's talk about solar power, okay? If you're really lucky, or really smart, or both, your rig is equipped with solar, and you have the freedom to stay out weeks and even months without having to rely on the electricity from an RV park. You see, RV parks cost you money. Boondocking costs you nothing. However, if you have to pay for it yourself, the cost for solar panels and batteries can get pretty expensive. But it's worth it for many of you out there that want to invest in solar or getting a generator for the freedom of knowing that you can go anywhere you want to.
You also have these alternatives to consider: county parks, state parks, Corps of Engineer parks, city parks, national parks. You can do mooch docking,
where if a friend wants you to come and hang out with them, you can bring your RV and park on their property for a while. Staying at these parks can save you an awful lot of money.
State park passes are a good way to save if you're going to stay in a particular state for a long period of time. America the Beautiful is a great way to see the national parks, and is even better if you're 62 or older or a veteran. A great way to supplement your income: become a work camper, a park host, or maybe a volunteer. By becoming a work camper, you oftentimes get your site for free, and sometimes you even get paid. By becoming a host, you can stay at the place for a long time for free camping. And as a volunteer, you oftentimes will get your campsite for free as well. You might also want to consider becoming a member of Harvest Host.
You have the option of staying at a winery or a brewery or a golf course or a farm. The possibilities are endless. They do charge you an annual fee to use their app. We'll talk about more helpful apps that you can use later on in this video.
The size of the vehicle could have a huge impact on your pocketbook. And do you choose new or used? For some people, it's all about the space. Just like us, we operate a large vehicle, but we work out of it, and so we enjoy the space. But if that's not important to you, then maybe a van or a smaller RV is right for you. A smaller vehicle means it's more economical for things like gas. It's also a lot easier to move around in tight places. It will increase your odds of getting into places like state parks and national parks and places that are highly sought after,
which we may not get into due to the size of our vehicle. So depending on the size of the vehicle you select, you will have to make some compromises. On this spreadsheet, you can see what the cost is for each RV type. These are average prices for new RVs in each category. Also, for the Class A, B, and C RVs, you're going to pay more for maintenance, and things like tires can be big ticket items due to them actually having an engine. You can also see here in the notes, the prices depend on the amenities, the features, and sometimes the brand of the RV.
And there's one big expense, and that's maintenance repairs. You have to be prepared for that. RVs require constant maintenance and can be expensive if you're not prepared for it. And if you want to hire out all these repairs as opposed to doing them yourself, they can be expensive. So becoming a little handy can be a major help for your expenses. Anything you can do yourself will be very helpful to your bottom line. Of course, you may need to leave some of the more difficult tasks to the experts.
What do you like to do for fun? So, I don't know if you know this, but when we travel to each place, my husband, that guy over there, he likes to go to breweries. And it's kind of a cool thing because we've collected these stickers from these breweries all throughout our travels. And it's really cool because they're all right here. Check this out. You might see in our videos where we're visiting these places. Milner's Gate, it's actually in Twin Falls, Idaho. The Eureka Springs Brewery is in Eureka Springs, Arkansas.
I like Pike.
I Like Pike is in Seattle, Washington. Wish You Were Beer is actually Accomplice Brewing Company, and it's in Cheyenne, Wyoming. We did a harvest host on this junkyard brewery. That's one of the perks of doing this, is stopping along the way and getting a flight of beer and tasting the local brews. I think it's a really fun way to get to know the area and enjoy the spirits of the area, and it's just a fantastic way to just have a good time.
Another question that you're going to have to ask yourself are, what activities are important to me? Is going out to dinner? Are going to shows or concerts or golfing or other sporting activities are important to me?
So you're going to have to weigh, do you want to bring your side-by-side with you, your golf cart, or paddleboard? You get what I'm talking about. So just like you do at home in your sticks and bricks, you're going to have to do here and add that cost into your budget. If you're thinking about staying at a resort like Disney World's Fort Wilderness,
These type of places, they offer you a theme park, restaurants, all sorts of entertainment. So of course that's going to cost you an awful lot, and you can expect to pay more. They can average cost between $110 to $250 a day.
with that in mind, you might want to save it for a special occasion. And just a heads up, a lot of these resorts require reservations far in advance. Here's some more expenses that you're going to have to think about. What? There's more? Yep. Depending on how far you move, how often you move, and the size of your vehicle matter a lot, as well as where you want to go. Depending on where you are in the country, things like your food and your fuel costs may vary greatly.
For example, gas will cost you a lot less in Texas than, say, California.
If you're traveling from place to place on a regular basis, obviously that's going to cost you more in fuel. But if you're hanging out and spending a couple months here and there, it's not so much. Plus you get a chance to explore the area. What an awesome thing to have. Then there's those other things like medical insurance, if you have any pets traveling with you, and don't forget about your auto insurance. Thankfully, there's some light at the end of this tunnel, because with some of these apps, it can really lighten your load. If you have a diesel engine, you might check out Mudflap and Open Roads, which give you great discounts on diesel fuel. And if your vehicle takes gasoline, be sure to check out Waze and Gas Buddy. RV Parky is a free app to use, which tells you where you can find dump stations, RV parks, and places that allow you to park overnight.
Finally, we have helpful apps to help you find places to stay and help you plan your trips.
With the 1,000 Trails membership, there are a lot of plans to choose from. You can stay up to 2 weeks in the same resort on some plans. Some of these plans can be reasonable, while others are very expensive. So consult with a friend or somebody that has a membership first to guide you through the various options. Campendium is a really helpful app insofar as finding RV parks, dump stations, rest areas, fuel stations, and so on. Good Sam's is also another good membership to have because you can find discounts at participating parks. Passport America is another good app to have, but the discounts vary from park to park. And finally, there's RV Trip Wizard, that not only will it help you plan your trips, but it'll also give you an RV safe route and see reviews for RV parks. And you can also find rest stops and gas stations and that along the way as well.
Well, there you have it. And I hope this helps to explain why people can't really give you the exact what is the cost to do it, because there are so many items that you get to choose to make your time enjoyable for you. So I hope that the spreadsheet helps you to understand some of the ideas that go into how do you want to spend your time and how do you want to spend your money. It's your time, it's your life. Get out there, whether you're spending it in Key West or in the middle of the desert.
It's okay, it's all you. So just have fun.
That's the most important part.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, please.
Yeah, it really does help, folks. A thumbs up and a subscription will help us tremendously.
Yes.
We're helping you, so if you like this, please like and subscribe.
Thank you. Do you have a question, comment, or suggestion? Please let us know. We like talking to you. We'd sure appreciate you liking and subscribing to our channel. Be sure to hit the notification bell, and please share with your friends.